Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, meaning Union State. The Civil War is over. And soon, hopefully, Pelley will take charge of the country. We'll keep on doing more suppressions in the north. What do we need to get them to restore order? More than 4% compliance, less than 10% resistance. Understandable. Okay. Will New England actually even want to join our country? I have a feeling the answer is probably no. I mean, especially if you go Pelley. I have a feeling they're probably not going to be too happy with the situation. The special session of Congress. One sec, I need to... There we go. A rapid-fire session of Congress under Huey Long has been able to pass several enabling acts thus far. Exhausted by dictating President Long orders, allies within the Prohibition Party and the Old Democrats have come today to deliver a more radical proposition to constituents. Pork barreling together a bill for veteran back pay and a proposal for the Prohibition Amendment. Prohibition is popular with conservative Protestants in the South, but is seen as tyrannical by the so-called wet states in the North and the West. Unfortunately, the big tent politics of the AFP mean that the bills can be passed together or not at all. Final bill lies with Huey Long. What I believe needs to happen, I'm going to do a quick Google search. Just 1 second here. Pelley Kaiserreich. I believe you need to stop the prohibition bill from passing. That's what people are saying, so do not pass the bills. We will not allow prohibition, but that also includes that we're not going to be actually giving our soldiers any pay. And the Share Our Wealth appoint Smith. An impromptu meeting has been held among the board members of the Share Our Wealth program. The organization's shareholders consist of members of the AFP, the Prohibition Party, and the Southern Tenant Farmers Union. The board members met at 2 a.m., straddling the line between official business and secrecy. William Upshaw of the Prohibition Party brought to the fore President Long's apparent betrayal of his party values. The AFP board members agreed that Long's rejection of the main campaign promises bode ills for the more morally centered legislation in the future. Francis Townsend, who joined Huey Long in order to push for the old age revolving pension plan, agreed as necessary to elect a new representative to the Share Our Wealth program, someone who would not be beholden to the president's whims. After much debate, it appeared that the newly elected Louisiana congressman, Gerald L.K. Smith, is far enough removed from Long, yet still dedicated to Social Security. As votes were tallied in Smith's favor, the board pondered what Smith's association with the Silver Legion might mean in the future. I'm sure it's fine. Capital of America. I mean, Washington, D.C. We gotta secure our legitimacy. And we probably want to get more units, right? How many guns do we have? 57,000? That's pretty good. We'll get rid of Marine Division, Mountain Union Division. And let's just get like a full 24 stack. I know our manpower is kind of shot right now, but the Dixiecrats declare the AFP corrupt. After the end of hostilities in Washington, a large section of the conservative Democratic Party pledged allegiance to the American Union States and the ideals of President Long follows. Implicitly, these Democrats hoped Long would fill their desires for more state power in exchange for allowing Long's economic reforms to easily pass. This unwritten promise was broken when Long denied them the ability to enforce prohibition, going so far as to ignore their impassioned speeches in favor of repealing the Interstate Commerce Act. Many conservative Democrats now see the AFP's regime as merely a sham democracy that rejects any measure with Long political machine will not personally benefit from. The president is still shocked, however, when the halls of Congress were only 3/4 full this week. Currently, legislation is frozen, and it appears that the so-called Dixiecrats are taking all the vacation days at once. Also, we have no factories anymore. Let's cut you down to... I want to at least make sure we're making at least some of everything for now. Yeah, I mean, we ran out of a lot of factories. That's okay. We're building more military factories that we can use to project power in the future. Missing resources. Yeah, we don't have rubber. That's okay. What we probably want to do is we probably want to get free trade open. Go back to early mobilization, which you cannot do because our war support is 0. We have also like no stability at all. So both great things that I'm sure will have no penalties in the future. The Night of the Long Knives. After a particularly fiery night of speeches at the Silver Legion's new capital city outpost, William Dudley Pelley has rallied his legion in favor of murder. Among his competitors are so-called confidants of President Long, who have deserted Long after he vetoed prohibition and a veterans bill. These new traitors are invited to crucial passes to get them past Minutemen security allowing the Silver Legion to execute their coup. A cadre of Silver Legion assassins swooped into the presidential mansion and seized Huey Long. After a brief mock trial where he was found guilty of tyranny and attempted to infiltrate syndicalism into America, Huey Long is shot that very night. William Dudley Pelley is announced to be cautious and guarded crowd that he will guide the country, making sure that syndicalism is rooted out of the country. Silver Legion has already begun occupying Congress. So, I mean, stability is going to be just absolutely through the freaking floor. What, negative 17%, I think? Negative 43. Oh, very cool. Very, very good. Very happy to see it. Okay, Union of Brazil, which means that you have gone Syndicalist. Very rare, actually, to see the AI go Syndicalist. We will go for both of our infantry upgrades for 38. More Syndicalist bombings. And my eyes have seen the glory. War support plus 10%. Construction speed goes up. 2 civilian factories wouldn't be bad. Bueno Aires has fallen. Do we want to go for civilian or military factories? Probably military, right? Factory output, construction speed. I mean, they're both basically the same. I'm assuming it's just really what follows after that. A lot of factories. I mean, these all seem to be basically the exact same. Maybe I'm, like, missing something. Christian Commonwealth gives us 2 civilian factories. We do get some stability over here, which is nice. I mean, you know what? We kind of need to crack down on traders. I think it's pretty important that you get that done ASAP. Hey, so I'm assuming New England at this point probably isn't going to be a major fan of us. Recovering from the Civil War, that's a negative 50%. Federalist, social resistance. The officers revolt. Despite our best efforts to incentivize officers to remain in their positions during our very sensitive time, approximately 100 Army officers have expressed their deep reservations for Huey Long's trial. The press reported these dissenting opinions, thus have given us warning as to the officers coming to protest in the capital in 5 days' time. We have no illusion these marchers will be peaceful, or that their march won't culminate in the demand of the Silver Legion's return to power to the AFB. General Patton is still leading the 5th Army, and has promised that he will protect our right to rule the Commonwealth. Giving him free rein against the marchers, however, will be a bloody battle that could easily backfire on us. Richard Butler suggested instead of having Legion supporters infiltrate the marcher ranks and disrupt them from within. Better to make the officers look unreasonable and foolish than to make the government appear tyrannical. We will accept Butler's plan for now. Federalist bombings. We'll crush these traitors. Like, stop blowing up my stuff, okay? I'm already, you know, I have, like, no stability. I can't just have everything be bombed. So. Okay, the Washington March. I'm just gonna take a quick drink of my, drink here. The March on Washington happened just as was predicted. Noel Butler's plan to have Legion members among the marchers went ahead as planned. The chaos they created was not nearly as effective as anybody hoped. While the plans managed to stop the march from gaining momentum, preventing any attempt at a coup, it didn't stop a number of prominent officers from getting on stage and making impassioned speeches against the undemocratic trial of Huey Long and the undermining of American democracy. Some newspapers marked the chaos. Many others picked up on and spread the speeches. The officers' words have reached the ears of many within the public who feel the same. Well, look, you can't win them all. You can't win them all. So, when we do bring the fight abroad, trials against traitorous countries, does that allow you to, military research, army bonus. An extra research slot's not bad. But do we actually have the option? Okay, there we go. Back on the world stage. Enter the fray, which we cannot do because we can't join the Reichswehr, can't join the Entente because we're national populist. But we could do some Manifest Destiny, claim Canada, claim Mexico. All those seem pretty good. They are totalists as well, which means they will not join the Internationale, meaning that America is not going to get dragged into a massive war. with Europe. Because, I mean, the International is looking pretty good. I mean, they got Britain, Sweden, we'll have Iberia in a moment. They got Russia, Latvia. They're doing all right for themselves, right? These terrorists, man. They are ruining us. So you are, yeah, war support plus 10%. You can absorb the clan. 100 political power wouldn't be bad. And then we can crack down on traitors. Stop the syndicalists. Stop the federal government. Or the federalist. You're a little bit meh. America's born again. You would be really nice. The White Citizens Council, Church and State. Criminalize syndicalism, forced labor. That actually, it only removes, authoritarian and paternal talk. I guess, yeah, I guess it would get rid of these two. Let us absorb the clan. Force syndicalist bombings. So, Herman Wesley Evans have been the official... Okay, I was going to read this, but you know what? Let's rebuild the Constitution. Dixiecrats, who we tipped off about the arrest of Long, have been useful in maintaining the facade that is Congress. The tedious process of replacing state representatives with legionnaires has meant that we have become more and more reliant on Dixiecrats remaining content in the meantime. After a recent push by Chief Pelley to pass Amendments 22 to 24, bringing in a new grandfather clause, depriving people of rights not enjoyed by the grandfather, and requiring a profession of faith in order to serve in Congress, the agenda has turned to Pelley's final amendment, reserving the private and government land for redistribution to Christians. This has spawned a surprise backlash. The Dixiecrats claim that this is eminent domain, impedes on the rights of states to their own lands, something Huey Long promised he wouldn't do. Chief Pelley is now in a bind. If he gives to the Dixiecrats and make him look weak at the very time he needs to look strong, and it looks like he has the answers. If he strong-arms the amendment, as many of his advice suggest, it dispels the illusion democracy we so clearly need to maintain. That's negative 200 political power. No. Give me that 100 political power. I need it. And then we can ask New England to join the country. I think they're going to say no, but fingers crossed. They've immediately joined into... They've just been annexed by the Canadians. Okay. Cool. So I'm assuming they were going to say yes, and the Canada was like, no. And they refused. While it appeared New Englanders were more than willing to join us peacefully, the Canadian intervention has exposed their provisional government for what it was, a puppet, subject to the will of the British Crown. With the refusal to allow New England to choose its own destiny, the New England government has collapsed and has been reabsorbed into the Dominion of Canada. How many troops does Canada even have? 8 to 54? Then it is war. I'm sorry that it has to come to this, but then it will be war. Blue Army, I want you to immediately move in. Move your way to Ottawa. Move your way to Montreal. Motorized Division, move to Ottawa. Move to Montreal. Take all these areas. And move in immediately. They might take over California. They might take over Montana. But again, I'm okay with that. Are you guys moving your way into... Go to Toronto as quickly as you possibly can. I want you guys to move your way to Toronto as quickly as you possibly can as well. Are you at war with anybody else? Yes, you're at war with the Hardy Commune. Oh, that's actually great for us. It means the Canadians might not even be here. The NAACP declares the government illegitimate. In the wake of the devastating Civil War, the future of African-American rights, fought for so long, is once again threatened. Initial assurances of civil protections by Huey Long kept many from the streets as socialists and federalists roiled. There's even a planned meeting in New York City for Huey Long to directly address civil rights concerns before that fateful day. Now with Huey Long gone, all illusions of safety are dead. Walter Francis White, along with several high-ranking members of the NAACP, have declared the new America illegitimate. Many are now prepared to emigrate to Canada and to many other countries, as Marcus Garvey did, and so did many others during slavery. I'm going to tell you right now, going to Canada probably is not going to work out in your favor. I'm sorry to say. Okay, there's Ottawa. Montreal and Quebec City are next. And actually, I'm going to send 3 divisions straight to Vancouver. Get there as quickly as you can. Actually, can I deploy units? Yes, I can. I'm going to deploy you actually here. Boom. Nice. 21 stacks, okay. I want you back into this army. Delete this. Why? Okay, I did deploy you there. Draw our line out. You'll push your way up towards the north. Go as quickly as you possibly can. One of you needs to go to Vancouver and Victoria ASAP. Okay, Toronto is now under control. We have some troops, they're actually going to leave Montreal in a second anyways. There you go, you've left. Now we're going to go up to Quebec City. You guys will then follow up by an invasion into Halifax. Also want to take Winnipeg. Move your way up north. I mean, what's Canada at right now? They are currently at 55% capitulation. I'm going to need you to move your way to Calgary. I need you to move your way to Saskatoon. You go to Regina. One of you will go your way up towards Prince George. And now you're going to go to Fredericton, Halifax. Boston has fallen. And I'm like, we can probably just kill Canada now, right? Somehow they're only 50% dead. Peace with Canada? We've occupied Ottawa, and currently the Canadians are on the run. Time has come for peace. No, we're already at negative 80% stability. Might as well keep going with this. Give me more of you. I know we don't have any manpower, but let's not worry about that for the time being. Yeah, so we got trucks moving into position. Vancouver has fallen. Victoria will fall in a moment. I don't know how they still have 38%. You're worth 8. How many troops we got over here? We got 12. Means there should be 5 on you. We've taken Thunder Bay. Taken Winnipeg. Edmonton is worth 4 victory points. So let's move our way up there as well. But I mean, we've taken over like every one of your major cities. I don't know really what else you would have left. Because you're not core. Yeah, you're a colony state. So those shouldn't count, I believe. Yeah, it's a colony state. Come on, Canada. I know that France is also a major power here. Silver Legion rise in Baltimore. Resentment against Silver Legion outposts in Baltimore has begun building over for the past few weeks. After a poorly written passion play performed by to entice membership was mocked in the city's newspaper, Legion members have begun to feel isolated from their community. They have begun traveling in armed groups. Tension rose and breaking point came when the Baltimore police came upon a Legionnaire lynching and attacked the Legionnaires. A full-blown riot in the streets has resulted in the entire situation now subsequently mishandled by the Maryland National Guard, who appear to not know which side to take. If we intervene to take the Legionnaires out of the fighting, our favoritism will be obvious. It'll cost us. If we leave them to the riots, however, but not only threaten to turn to national scandal, but also call into question our loyalty to the Silver Legion. Still, we are suggesting the betrayal of our own good save face with public, providing us with the appearance of neutrality. Negative 200 political power? I don't like it. I don't like it. But I think 200 political power is maybe just a little bit too much. Okay, you fled. Which means that Canada has now capitulated. What a... Look, you're gonna doubt Pelley? He just killed all of Canada. With, you know, relatively few casualties, I might add. Take all states. There we go. You love to see it. Kind of. What do we do? What do we do against the French Republic? Marching to Zion. It appears that the Maryland National Guard did their job too well. While dealing with the rioters, the Silver Legion headquarters in Baltimore was breached, and important documents were still being disposed of. Papers were seized and somehow found their way into the hands of the newspapers. But published evidence of the planned Black Belt, which will put African Americans under the Indian reservation system. The outraged public has rallied resistance to Pelley's administration. It appears our job was not complete. Civil Legion does not have enough loyalists in position to keep the government safe. The radio is alive. Desperate AFP members flock to the young Charles Lindbergh, who have taken command along with both several business plot members. From the death row and offer the country a lifeline to hold, plunge it once again into chaos. Did I screw this up? Yes, I did. God damn it! No. So we have to make sure we side with the. God, I don't have a save point from back there. You kidding me? Are you pulling my chain here? Yeah, so take all states. Okay, so I'm not happy with this. I need to load a previous save game. So, you know, tune in next time, and I will make sure that we do the right things and not screw this up. But thanks for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.